Hey everyone.
Hello.
This will be the Week 7 League Managers Note. I'm joined today by the reigning champ, Mr. Joel Gibson.
Heyo.
Well, we'll just get right into it. Lots to talk about today, and I have a little bit of a surprise for you as well.
Fantastic.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Let's get right into it. As we've said, we're going to start with the championship matchup, or champions matchup. So let's go ahead.
I mean, man, it's a bummer. It's a bummer for you. I'm just picking up steam, and you were in the way.
Yeah, I was in the way. I still put up competitive numbers. Versatility kind of got in my way this week. Didn't cycle as much, kind of saved my money. Joel was kind of in a better place. I knew that. All in all, I made you play players today. That's important.
All in all, I never had to play Chris Paul.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I've got a little.
And he looks pretty good out there.
Joel, you moved to 5-1 on the season. I am 3-3. 3 straight losses for your boy, Mr. Modest. We're doing all right. Just hanging with it.
Man, 4 losses in a row would be rough.
That would be rough.
Rough going.
That would be rough. I'm pretty confident about next week.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Next, we will get into the upset of the week, I'd say. Team TWD, Steven loses to Adam in a tie 5-5-1.
Unbelievable.
Today, Jermichael Green had a full game to get 1 steal and would save it for Steven without Conley this week.
He also had a chance to get 2 turnovers and lose it. He managed to get 1 turnover and put it on the line.
Oh, man. Could you imagine if he would have got the steal but then turned around and got the turnover?
Unbelievable. The top team goes down. There's no more undefeated.
No more undefeateds by week 6. This is incredible.
Nothing.
Everything is just so competitive. I can't believe it. Adam moves to 4-2. And Steven down to 5-1. So congratulations to Adam. I picked him last week, where you picked Steven.
Yeah.
I knew you could do it, Adam. Well done.
It was that close.
The next one is Cody. Cody gets his first win playing Tanky Tankerson, Kyle Bainey.
One of them had to win.
One of them
had to win.
And Cody didn't even have KD this week. I think he might have had one game. He played him Wednesday. Yeah. Kerr said that he regrets playing them. Congratulations to Cody. First win, big fella. Yeah. Kyle, keep on tanking. Keep on tanking. Next one is CJ losing to Simmons. CJ sat his win, failed to set his lineups, and this is the prime example of why we stress every year. Setting your lineups is key. You cannot win unless you set your lineups. Bidham today could have had a win against Simmons. Was right there.
It was right there.
Just a bummer. Simmons wins 6-5. He moves to 5-1 as well, tied with you and Steven for first in the league.
Yeah.
CJ moves to 1-5. Well, we'll see how it goes. The next one is Neiman defeating Matt at home, 7-4. Neiman put up some points.
Man, Neiman, it's like Neiman takes it personal against Matt for some reason.
I know.
Man, you gotta remember the history between these two. Neiman is the one who put the fucking door down, right?
Right.
Laid the hammer down on Matt.
11-0, and Neiman continues his streak against Matt.
It was like 9-2 yesterday, and I thought to myself, man, what a history. Nope, it wasn't possible, but...
Kudos to Neiman on getting this win. He moves to 4-2, which is tied with Adam. A little East versus West there. Matt moves down to 2-4. The last matchup is Eric losing to Doug. Doug finally ends that losing streak at 3.
Yeah.
He moves to 3-3 on the year, and, right at 500. There's nothing wrong with being 3-3. Well done, Doug. Well done.
Yeah.
Eric is also 3-3 with the loss to Doug. So we are all doing extremely well. A little side note, the East crushed the West this week. We got to do better, boys. The East won 5 of these 6 matchups. Shout out to Neiman for representing the West. Any comments on the week in general?
Well, I would like to say that I believe I have the longest winning streak now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just cruising along. And Millsap going down only hurts Simmons and only helps me. Some big things cooking. Chris Paul is looking good out there, boys.
Yeah, on your bench, he's looking great.
I know. Just wait.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I told you I had a surprise for you. So before we get into previewing next week, I'd like to announce a trade between myself and Cody.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Cody, can you believe it? And I didn't tell Joel before this, so this is his legitimate reactions. Everybody stare at him during this announcement. I would like to announce that Mr. Modest will be trading Dennis Schroeder and Tyler Ulis and his 2019 first to Cody for Vucevic and Bobby Cove. Bobby Cove, we're jumping on the Sixers bandwagon. That's right, Simmons. That's right, Kyle. We are jumping on the Sixers bandwagon. Bobby Cove really solidifying that team. Shout out to Cody, who understands it's time to tank, and I'm taking advantage before somebody else can. I'll be proposing and accepting this trade with Cody. I won't process it until tomorrow morning after waiver claims. That way it gives everybody a fair time to review the trade. This is really going to help me out. I struggled in rebounds, my field goal percentage. I'm able to give up a few assists. I think this makes my team a lot deeper and a little bit more contender worthy. So look out to my next opponent. Your thoughts?
That is interesting. That's really interesting. I like both those guys a lot.
I like them too.
Wow. All right.
Pretty excited. Pretty excited. I needed versatility. I finally got my center. Thank goodness. Wish I would have had him this week, but Cody wanted to win. So shout out to him. I decided to wait the whole week. Just see how I did against you.
Sell high on Tyler Ulis.
Sell high on Tyler Ulis. That man gets assists all day long. So with that, I'd like to get right into the commissioner's list. Number 12, no surprise here, Kyle. Number 11 is going to be CJ Ross. I would have put him at 10, but his punishment for not saying his lineups, you moved down a space. Number 10, I'm going to put Cody for making a glorious trade and understanding that tanking's the way, my friend. Number 9, I'm going to put Matt Hobert. He has a pretty tough opponent now this week, and the Master's going to crush the Apprentice. Moving on, number 8 is Eric, sitting at a 3-3 record. Eric is doing just fine. I mean, he's kind of tanking. He said he was tanking at the beginning, but he's 3-3 right now. So
yeah, he's still in the picture.
I will put him right on borderline playoffs, and we'll see how it goes. Number 7, I have myself here. I've lost 3 in a row. I'm sliding down. Made a huge trade today, but I'm hoping to get a week in and show what my team can do before I go ahead and bump myself up. And I also wanted to put Doug at the number 6 spot. This is the highest I've had Doug on the list this year. I'm putting him over myself. I think that his team is pretty good. He's getting healthy. And I love that he broke his losing streak. Number 5 is Neiman. I have here only because I couldn't justify putting him above Adam, who beat Steven this week. Beating the only undefeated goes a long way, so I put Adam at the number 4 spot. Congratulations to both. Steven is going to be the number 3 spot. Super tough opponent here. I think Joel is going to be able to beat an injured Steven, so I put him even with 2 losses. I still have him in the 3 spot. If Conley were healthy, this would be different. I can't say that for sure, but I would at least, entertain a different opinion. Number 2 is Simmons pulling out the win against CJ when he should have lost in all rights. He should have lost. He sits at the number 2. He's 5-1, just kind of cruising. He's taken some injuries, so we'll see. He's just he's hoping to be healthy at the playoffs. I see his end game, and
well, I mean that's going to be a big win for him when it comes down to playoff seeding.
He's going to let LeBron carry him to the playoffs and just hope he doesn't sit when he gets there. That's what we see coming out of Team Simmons. The number 1 team is Joel. He regains the number 1 after beating me. And like I said, I also have him above Steven. I think that he's going to win. Things would have been different if you had CP3. Things would have also been different if I had my move. But I think next time we're going to see. We're going to go right at it again. It'll be another slugfest. So with that, we'll get into next week's lineups specifically. Where do you want to start here? We can start with the championship matchup.
Let's start with the champ.
The number 1 team in the East and the number 1 team in the West is going to go at it. Both 5-1. Steven is the home team here. I'm still going to pick Joel away. He's going to have Harden more than twice, which is what he had him this week against me on a short, wacky week. This is going to be a full week, and without Conley, that depth I just don't think is going to be there for Steven, so I'm going to pick Joel.
Shout out to a rematch of 2 years finals ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick myself. Jokic is rolling, baby, and Cat's going too.
The next one is going to be Matthew Hobert at Mr. Modest. With my trade now, I think that I have solidified my contendership. Matthew... This is not... I'm not the one, Matthew. This is not the one.
Yeah, I'm going to pick you.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah, Matt, this is rough. I think you're better than your record.
Yeah, 2-4 and to fall to 2-5 if I do in fact win. That's a rough start for Matt. Especially with Blake getting triple doubles. I know what it's like to own Blake and him come up short. For him to actually get one and you still lose, that's very frustrating.
That's just a bummer.
Moving on, we have Doug at Kyle.
Yeah.
This is why I put Doug above me. Number 1, I think he deserves to be there. He plays Kyle. I'm going to go ahead and pick Doug here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kyle would be pissed if you picked him. So, yeah. Doug, you got this one. Your winning streak's starting all over again.
Oh, boy. And Adam is going to be at CJ in our next matchup. Adam is rolling right now, taking down the champ. CJ isn't confident enough to set his own lineups. So I'm going to go with Adam defeating CJ.
You said Adam took down the champ. He didn't take down the champ. He took down Steven. But
took down. My apologies. The only undefeated. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to disgrace the champ.
We just needed to clarify.
Right. Took down Steven. I still pick Adam over CJ.
Steven hasn't earned the title champ yet. So, anyways, I'm picking Adam. Yeah, Adam's rolling. Go Bears down.
Okay, well, we've got Cody at Neiman. Neiman's also rolling here. Cody becomes a little bit weaker until he's tanking at this point.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can get started on that draft strategy a little bit earlier.
Yeah, man. It's a bummer. He's going into it with a win.
Yeah.
He's going into it with the wrong head of steam.
Right. Neiman is going to continue to put up numbers. Like I said, 650 on a shortened week. Pretty incredible. And Embiid's been on fire lately. The last matchup is going to be Simmons at Eric. Even injured, I'm going to go ahead and pick Simmons here. Simmons continues to roll as well.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Simmons too. I don't think Eric is deep enough, and I don't think Eric wants to cycle to win.
Yeah. Why would he?
Yeah.
Why would he? Also as a side note, Kyle is without John Wall. I was just thinking that, like, if there was ever like a John Wall TD upset, like, that's just not happening at least for 2 weeks.
Man, that is rough.
OPJ in the house, everybody. I'll post a new list tomorrow, and like I said, I'm going to post and accept Cody's and myself's trade as soon as I can, but I won't process it until after waiver wires tomorrow. It is a 2-for-2, so it doesn't really matter. But anything else, Chip? Any further comments on my trade?
Congratulations. I think you did well.
I think I did as well.
Man, you've given up a lot of picks.
Don't worry. Don't worry. The only thing that's important is winning this year. Once I win this year and get my title and become a 2-time champion, we'll worry about the draft picks, okay? We'll worry about the draft picks.
Okay.
Excellent.
We'll just see.
Bob Cub, 76ers. Rocco, here we come. See you, boys.
See ya.